Hey,
Chris.
It's 4.
Father time. Excuse me.
Or can we do that?
Yeah, I don't see why not if we talk over it. Oh my god, my eye!
I'm gonna
Oh my
Allergies?
fade it out.
god!
Question mark?
Okay.
Ow!
Well, we're not getting kicked in the head anymore, so
Ah,
hello.
painful.
That was.
Microphone.
Are you okay?
Oh God,
I
you're.
think I'll be fine now.
Oh jeez, your
You're making a lot of noises.
your mic is really.
That's what happens when I
It's-
scratch my eye.
It messes up the mic.
Oh.
Flip me in the brain.
Oh,
That
Okay.
itches.
I wanted you to say balls there, but like. Oh well.
Ow.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
You're listening to the Audacity.
You're listening. Excuse me?
The Audacity. They're listening
I'll
to
give
the
you-
Audacity.
You got one more chance, kiddo.
You're listening to the Audacity.
No, when you say it, you have to say it with a verb, with energy. Hello and welcome to the Audacity.
It's the Audacity.
I've never introed it like that. Like
I
the
liked it.
Audacity.
It was good.
It's always welcome to the Audacity because we're smooth, but like bold. and
Are we
stuff
smooth like
that.
jazz, or are we like
Welcome
smooth like a
to the
baby's bottom?
Audacity.
Did we not just come in on Dean Martin?
We did.
We are smooth like jazz. Then.
Yeah, we are.
Hello,
Frank Sinatra.
welcome
Like,
to
I
the
don't know, I
All
would want to be
Access
smooth
Jazz
like a baby's
Channel.
bottom too.
What?
So I would want to be smooth like a baby's bottom too. Like you got to be smooth in all
You're
kinds
right.
of ways.
Sometimes you got to be rugged, though.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just got to be
Suppose.
like, I'm rough. I'm a rough individual.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm never rough and, like, works for me.
Yeah, but you're Ashley Bach.
You're right.
You see, that was a good segue. Into
was a
your-
good segue.
That was a good.
A little bun.
You're Ashley Bach. You're too sweet to be rough.
Yeah.
Aww.
Stop.
Stop.
Aw,
I am Father Time.
I'm Cap.
He's the captain.
Capitan.
I was giving a tour recently, and instead of calling ourselves hosts, I called ourselves captains, and I think I like that a lot better.
We're the captains.
We're the
Did you say
captains
you were the
of
captains of WMNJ?
Am I
We're the
cap-
captains
Wait,
of
am I
the
Captain
Audacity.
Captain?
You're Captain, and I'm Captain Father Time.
Oh, wow. No, it's got to be Captain Capitan.
Captain
Captain
Capitan.
Capitan.
Yeah.
Is that your official name?
Capitan.
Capitan?
That's his
Well,
official name,
that's
for sure.
That's my OC nickname.
I am the Capitan. Is that how
Capitan.
you're going to say it?
No,
Say it.
Capitan.
My nickname is Albie.
I don't want it to be
Why is
French.
your, I don't
It's
like your
Spanish.
nickname.
That's not very nice.
Well, I mean,
Schaefer made it up. I was touched.
Schaefer
I'll
was
be
supposed
back.
to be your co-host.
Oh, really?
He was.
I mean, co-guest.
Wow, Schaefer! If you're listening to this, I'm mad at you.
He was busy. He was busy.
Ooh,
I'm-
I'm sorry.
Reached
I'm
out to him. I was like,
angry.
you free? He was like, nah. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I don't even
That's
care.
fine. We only asked you to be on our show because we thought you were cool.
Yeah.
Well, he's not cool, so
That's fine.
Just kidding,
You've got
he is.
Mordecai now.
Yeah.
I do. Mordecai's a much better.
You get a solo pick with Mordecai.
Yes.
I'm all about it.
It's for the Instagram. We're going to take it after the show, hopefully, if I remember. And it'll be great.
I'm
You'll
ready.
have a great time. Mordecai's our shark, by
I
the
feel
way.
like I should have a mustache as well.
Can we add that in afterwards?
I'm not running back to my room, but I could Photoshop it.
We
yeah.
could Photoshop
Okay,
it in.
fine.
I could
That's
Photoshop
fine.
it.
Editing. Clever editing.
Yeah, remember that time we wore Santa hats?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, it was your cover photo for a while.
Yeah.
I remember because I comment on all the cover
It was,
photos.
Oh, my Photoshop itches so bad.
I noticed.
Ashley Bach, you've been a long time fan.
Oh yeah.
Long time.
How
fan.
long have you been fanning?
I've been a longtime fan of you as individuals since the very beginning of the year.
Aw, thank you.
Yep. And I follow you in all you do. I even sent a picture to my mother of Father Time's artwork.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
That
And
was funny.
She was very enthusiastic.
Your mom's always enthusiastic.
My mother is very enthusiastic, and I've been told that she smells like roses.
Do we want to talk about Ashley's mom for a quick moment?
Yeah.
We could talk
She's a
about
s-
your mom.
she's a
Your
sweet
mom's-
mama.
we
Oh,
should
My
have your
mom's
mom on the
great.
show.
We should have my mom on the
That'd
show.
be so
she wanted to
good.
listen
She
to your show
hugged
too,
me.
but I was like, I don't know about the language, Mom. I don't know
Ooh.
if you'd be
No,
a
we
fan.
don't.
Is she the type of person that's like, ooh, no?
We don't do the
She
dirty.
She wouldn't care, but it would be. She'd be like, oh, ooh,
No, we're clean. Actually, wait. I want to.
Are
do
we
something.
clean?
We're clean enough.
Did you listen to the pre-show?
yeah. I was gonna say.
Okay. All right. Well,
That was all me though.
yeah. do me a favor. Take a picture of Ashley with Mordecai right now.
Right now?
Right now?
Right now. Stand
That's
up.
a lot.
In the
Take a
middle of the show?
Yeah,
All
take
right.
a picture with because your camera's better than me, and text it to me
I'm in the.
because
Okay.
I'm
All right.
gonna do
You gotta
something.
stand right over there.
How am I supposed to get over there?
Okay, you move the mic first. You have my ID.
Take off the headphones.
I have your what? Who's
Jenna is outside. I don't know what she's doing right now.
Whoop.
Ah!
Oh God.
Be careful.
that? I'm too clumsy for this.
Go over there. No, stand on the thing. Stand on the chair.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have to hold on. Ah, there's mics in the way. Quick, provide clever commentary, Andrew.
So I like boats. I say I like boats.
Like boats.
It's Marina Mozak's birthday.
I say I
Shout
like
out
boats.
one time to
but
Marina Mozak.
I'm actually kind of indifferent about boats. Like-
Okay.
Oh look, it's oh my
Michael.
God, Michael is showing up for the
Michael.
first time in a while.
Alize, get him on the.
Where?
And it's
get him on the-
Alize. Hi.
Are you gonna talk on the mic?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
He's gonna be our guest.
Yay!
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God, we haven't had Michael,
Michael.
on anything in a while.
I love Michael.
Send me that
Ah.
right now so I can then
Yeah,
Photoshop
no
a
problem.
mustache.
Wait, this is so funny because Michael's my other booth buddy.
Ashley.
Because we're dance show booth buddies.
Okay, Alize.
Hi,
Yeah,
Alize.
yeah. Okay,
You're-
whatever.
you're-
Hi, I
okay,
love you
hi.
so much.
Alize, you're fine.
You're beautiful.
Okay.
Hi, Michael!
Oh, snap. Do you want to quickly set up the second mic? Do we know how to do
wait,
that?
here. I'll go get the.
All right, you do it.
Michael, you're
Oh.
gonna freehand this one.
You're gonna freehand. You're gonna get your own little.
Solid.
Yeah.
Michael, we're double booth buddies now.
You can
This is the second
Woo.
booth.
you can talk into Andrew's mic for now if you want.
It's okay. Let's talk.
Okay. I mean, they can hear you, so it's fine. Where have you been for the past forever?
Dance show.
I don't actually know.
I just answered for you. Dance show.
That's one of the many answers to that question.
He's been lost in the void.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I remember.
Ooh.
Oh, this is so cute. It's like a little.
Yeah, he gets his own little. It's plugged in. It works.
Hello?
It works.
Are we solid?
Yeah, you're solid.
All
Sound
right.
great.
So yeah, I've been busy.
You have better
That's the
mic
mic.
technique than Andrew.
That's the
Thank
mic
you.
I use. Well, I was chilling
You were
last
eating
week.
The mic.
I just I remember I was talking to some friends and I was like, I feel like I'm the guy from the Lorax,
Uh-huh.
or like just like a man in the high tower that's like, everything's going on around me and I'm just kind of secluded away from everything.
Isaiah's in there.
But I can see, I can see everything that's going on. Like, I can see what all you bitches are doing. But
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just back in my own little world, doing my own things.
Michael, it's been such a while.
It has been such a while.
I missed you. We missed you.
I missed you
We
too.
have.
It's just been like, oh, I have papers to write. Oh, I have songs to mix for dance show, or or the M word. It's just like, it's a lot of things going on.
I
The
feel
M
that.
word.
The M word, rule number 1, man.
Masculine?
Yes.
Oh.
Marsupials?
I thought it was Mordecai.
It was Mordecai.
It was Mordecai.
It's my good friend Mordecai. Yes.
Tell us what you
nailed
think
it.
about Mordecai, because we've never even spoken to you
All
about it.
right. So Mordecai, he's actually like a pretty solid dude.
Right.
He goes to school in, he goes to school in like Idaho.
Yeah.
Weird place to go to school, I know,
Very
but you'd be
weird.
surprised at their agricultural programs, or maybe you're not because they're pretty good with potatoes. And he's surprisingly not Amish.
Yeah,
You think with a name
surprisingly.
like that, surprisingly not Amish. He's a Buddhist and he's a very nice guy. We've had plenty of conversations talking about the way to nirvana and like how to really find bliss.
Yeah.
He likes to kill people, which is like
I mean, yeah.
like-
I mean,
it's you take the good with the bad. That's how
Yeah.
that's how he finds release.
Yeah.
It may not be for me, but I'm not gonna change.
and he doesn't constructively, too. I mean,
Exactly.
doesn't-
Like he
doesn't
kills
kill-
bad people.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill like random people.
I mean, like,
Sorry,
all-
have you
not
ever
all the
even
time.
spoken to Mordecai?
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Are you saying you know
Actually bought
Mordecai?
questioning.
You're saying you tried to call me out on my good friend Mordecai?
I don't
The
think
shark?
you know Mordecai as well as you're leading on.
How dare you?
I'm just saying, man, like, whose lap is he sitting in?
You didn't have to add the
Whatever.
mustache to Ashley Bach's face right now.
Wait, did you
have to
just do that?
He's doing it right now.
Oh, you came in right before our picture, too. I mean, we have a
Solid.
best friend picture.
Do you wanna take
have
a
best friend
picture?
picture? No,
Of
I don't want him to have a
Mordecai?
picture with Mordecai.
Oh.
Look, Mordecai.
We're going to have
look,
to take a separate picture.
Oh, I gotta
With
blend,
Michael
I
and
gotta blend
Mordecai
that
now.
better.
Yeah. See, Mordecai's like. See, I have a giant whale.
Yeah.
It's not even as big as Mordecai.
Is that whale yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It
didn't
is.
think it was yours.
Have you never seen my whale?
No,
Wait.
I know what whale you're talking about. I thought you borrowed it.
No. Why do you think I borrowed it?
Oh, you
Hannah
borrowed the
Pontoro
pants. You
borrowed
the
it.
pants.
I
Oh,
like
you're talking
how
about from.
Ashley Bach doesn't speak into the mic.
You're talking about.
sorry, hi.
The concert.
I'm here now. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Ashley's
I can
getting
hear
a
you pretty
beard
fine.
instead.
That's
Why am I getting a beard?
Why?
Because
Oh God.
So what are we talking about
That's the
today?
thing. That's a good question, Michael. We were just talking about Ashley Bach's mom,
Oh, how's your mom?
Cheesley's
doing?
mom.
My mom's wonderful.
Well, that's good. That's the end of that
No,
conversation.
well, we were
All
talking
right.
about my mom before you got here.
We were talking about having Ashley Bach's mom on.
Oh, please, dude. My mom would love to be on a
We
radio
should
show.
bring everyone's
My
We
mom,
should just bring all the moms for
Yeah.
sure.
dude, Momdacity.
Momdacity. Yes.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
we got 2 fists up from
Yes.
Jenna.
Andrew's looking for beards online.
Still.
That's why
See-
we don't have you with your computer.
I was just talking about my mom
I'm
with some
listening to the
friends,
conversation.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing.
and I was saying that, like, you know, of all that, like, people call me people. I had the conversation about, like, people are like, oh, what do we call you? Like, most recently, my Spanish teacher was like, oh, do you like Miguel, Michael, Mike? And my first question was, why are you waiting until, you know, a week before end of classes to ask me what my name is? But then I was like, oh, you know, it doesn't matter to me. And then I was like, I had that thought of, like, some people call me Michael.
Mhm.
When I was little, I was Mike, because I was like, oh, Michael's my father's name, haha. So I was Mike. And then as I got older, I was like, you know, Mike's really just a name for jerks. Like, if you're
I feel the
like,
same way about Chris.
if you're from
Really?
Absolutely.
if you're from age like 18 to like 25 and up, and you still go by Mike, you're probably like a dickbag, you know?
Probably.
And so I was like, yeah, I'm a Michael, because, like, I don't look like a Mike not on the surface. And I was like, you know, but my mom will still call me Mikey Boy or
Aw.
the classic Boo Boo Boy.
Oh,
That's
yes.
That works out really well because I call you Boo Boo.
Exactly. You
My
call
dad
me Boo Boo
calls me
too.
Boo Boo.
Why?
And so
I can't imagine your dad doing that.
I feel like you don't know my dad too well.
I don't know your
It's
dad.
hard to get to know my dad. He's a quiet man. But I've never had that problem. I've been Ashley my entire life until I got to college.
no one called you Ash.
Now
No one
you're
called me
Cheesley.
Ash, no.
Yeah.
Cheesley's the first nickname I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I got
Oh,
a
yes.
bunch of different nicknames. I got Mike. I got Mikey. I got Curly Q because of the hair.
Oh, wow.
I got, oh my god, some of my friends in high school or in middle school. Middle school was when the hit show Jersey Shore was on, so I was called Guido every once in a while.
Really?
Wait,
Didn't
was there
I-
Mike on the show?
Yeah.
Yes, there was a
Oh.
Mike on the
Yeah.
show. He was Mike the one who dated the girl.
I have.
Which
I
one?
didn't
'Cause
watch
look,
the
there's-
show.
there's-
There's JWoww and Snooki.
No. There's Pauly D.
Why did you just call her
Vinny.
Snooky?
Snooki.
It's Snooki.
Snooki.
It's Pauly D, Vinny, Snooki, JWoww, Mike, and the other girl. And then they brought on a new girl for season 2, and it was
So
very
we know what he was
confusing.
doing in 9th grade.
You were
So
what?
He was
you have
watching
a-
Jersey Shore.
We can.
Sammy.
Sammy. Oh, thank
there we
you.
go. Mike and Sammy
We
were in
can
a
get to
relationship,
this later,
right?
but Mike has a weird thing about. You have weird taste in TV shows.
I do.
Or maybe it's like a regular sense. I don't know.
It's okay. I watch The Bachelor.
Bachelor's is a very interesting show. At least, like,
Do you watch The Bachelor?
on the surf. I don't consistently, but it's a very Ronnie. Was there a Mike though? Who was Mike in Jersey Shore?
We're fact checking this.
Oh,
Jenna's coming in.
so we're getting some information.
Okay. Mike was the situation.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he and Snooki had a thing at one point, but then they broke up.
Yeah, you're right.
And then Sammy
Oh,
and Ronnie, it was constantly like Sammy and Ronnie were like
Yeah.
really abusive relationship.
Oh my.
And they broke up.
yeah. Oh man,
And
that.
then they got rid of Sammy.
Wait, but then
replaced
Snooki and
Sammy.
JWoww had
They
their own
replaced-
show.
They replaced Sammy with Dina.
Yeah, there we go, dude. I know more about that show than I should. I know more about a lot of shows than I should. The Bachelor and
Hey,
shows like
you
The
didn't watch
Bachelor.
Meerkat Matter.
I watched some of
Oh,
Meerkat.
wait.
We're
That
still
was the first
working on the
nickname I
beard.
had. People called me a meerkat in high school.
You
People
do
still
look
call
like
you
a meerkat.
Okay.
I can
But
kind
it
of
started
see
in
it.
high school. I don't understand where it comes from. It doesn't
Because
make
you
any
pop
sense.
up like a meerkat.
No, I don't do that.
You're jumpy.
I've never done that in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have like a meerkat-y kind of like face.
Mm-hmm.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, you just
How does
do.
someone have a meerkat kind of face?
Like it's not forward, but I can understand where
We're
it's
going to
coming
have to
from.
pull up a picture of
picture of-
Ashley Bach
of-
and then
and a picture of a
meerkat.
and then
Just get a picture of Timon from The
slowly
Lion King. It's like, oh,
overlap them.
obviously.
I feel like that would look really terrifying, and I'm not sure I want to see it.
That's a good photo. That's
If
a
you
good
overlay the
Photoshop.
two, they will be the exact same.
Oh God, I hope not.
What if? It'd be so cool.
No, because then everybody would have been right.
They are right.
No.
Ashley Bach. Everyone's a meerkat. Didn't you know?
Yeah, obviously.
Actually, I had a meerkat squad, man. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I did.
You had a
What does that
meerkat
mean?
manor.
I did.
Did you have a meerkat
I
manor? of
absolutely
your
had a
own?
meerkat
Whoa.
manor. Because once I was a meerkat, like, everybody started, like, oh, like, look, there's a little meerkat. And then my friends, like, whenever people, like, consistently hung out with me, they'd be like, oh, it's the meerkat squad.
That's so
Oh,
weird.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was a
See-
good time.
What time was that? High school?
Was that
Ninth
around-
grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
See,
no.
I got
Yeah.
Guido in like 7th and 8th grade because that was when the show like just
Right.
started.
Oh,
and, like,
really?
When you're
That
from
sucks.
when you're in North Jersey,
yeah.
everybody in my town's Italian for the most part, and so they're like, oh, like he looks really Italian, and it's like, oh, like Guido, and it's like, man, come
Could've
on.
picked
We
it.
all are.
It's like, man, I'm a scholar.
I'm a scholar.
Like, why you gotta be like that?
Hey, you know what? You're also a gentleman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman and a scholar.
Fortissimo. My dear sweet
But-
Fortissimo.
Speaking of TVs,
Yes.
you're right. I do have very interesting taste in TV. I mean, mainly because when we get into the anime section. But
Right.
this Sunday,
Game
Game of Thrones comes
Hey.
back.
Yeah, I'm so
Game of
excited.
Thrones.
I've-
Ashley
Y'all are a
Bach.
mess.
I'm
I
not
don't
even-
watch Game of
like,
Thrones.
here's the thing.
I'm
I'm super
sorry.
excited
Come
for
on,
Game of
Cheesley.
Thrones, but I'm also
I
super excited
failed.
for Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Is that coming back at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Wait, the guy
They're-
from The Office, Gabe, is in that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I met him
he
in New
is.
York.
He's so
You did.
funny in that
Yeah.
show.
That show is hilarious.
Hey.
Is that a meerkat?
Yeah,
No, Ashley Bach.
Oh wow.
Save
No,
that
that's
picture.
not
Write
fair.
down the time
I was
code.
pretending to be a squirrel in that
Write
picture.
down the
That
time
doesn't
code.
count.
That is a
It
spitting
absolutely
image
doesn't.
of
that doesn't
the
count.
Ashley Bach and her meerkat family.
I'm gonna use that thing like we're not supposed to say, but I'm like, this guy fucks. Like that.
Oh,
That's the
man.
best line.
Oh, yeah. That is the best line in that.
What?
Everything stopped.
Wait, I
I can only
honestly
say it
missed
once.
it.
I can only say it
Yeah,
once.
you can only say it
Oh,
once.
okay.
We're PG-13.
I missed
Sorry.
it. Damn.
But yeah,
There
like
we go.
there's a funny trailer
That's not bad.
for
That's pretty good.
there's like a funny like fake trailer about Game of Thrones, and it talks about why Game of Thrones is so great. My roommate showed it to me, and it's like, and do you know what the best part of Game of Thrones is? It's that when the Game of Thrones starts, you know that an episode of Silicon Valley comes on afterwards. It's like, well, you're not wrong after last season.
Absolutely right.
Oh
I
man.
can't wait for Silicon Valley and yeah, and also Game of Thrones. But like, who
See,
cares?
Game of Thrones is interesting because it's one of those things where it's like there are two distinct audiences. It's not, and it's kind of like what you get when you see like
You're right.
Harry Potter or even
yeah.
Hunger Games to a lesser extent. When it's like you have the book fans
Yeah.
and the TV fans, and there's not real like there surprisingly isn't that much of an in between. Like
Game
people,
of Thrones a book too?
yes, Game
Yeah.
of Thrones
It's a
Okay.
long
Well,
book series.
but also here's the thing. Like, it's not even just that though. Then they're like broken up in like half.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
well, not even more than that. Like, they're like the fans of the show
Mm-hmm.
exclusively, but like the ones that are really weird about it.
Yeah, well, because
then-
there are fans of the shows that are like, I don't believe in the books, and it's like, wait, but they're
What does
based
that
on it.
mean?
It's like,
That's like The Walking Dead too, right?
yeah,
Ah,
well, for the
yeah.
comics.
There's differences
for the
in this
comics.
TV.
Yeah,
and the,
they
the
do
co-
different things in the TV show and the comics.
Except Game of Thrones more closely follows
Yeah,
Well, they
the,
try to.
the source material.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes they make some weird decisions.
Especially now where it's like George R. R. Martin's next book isn't out yet and the season is going
Yeah.
to tell more of the story. Like this is going to be where we get a lot of my mother's calling. This is
Hi,
going to
Mom.
be
Put her
where
on
we
the
get
mic.
a lot of
Mhm.
like a
Spoilers.
lot of it's not only spoilers, but there's going to be the point where we get a lot of disconnect where all the people in the books, because all the people in the books were like, oh, we're high and mighty because we know that like blah 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 is going to die,
And now
like,
everyone's
this
on
event's
equal
gonna
footing.
happen.
They don't know anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's
They hate
like,
it.
what is going
And
on?
now-
That
Hate
was
it, and it's
surprises
great.
though.
For the people that aren't,
That
and
ruins
then
the surprise though.
Well, there's more information in the book.
yeah, there's it's a lot more detailed in the books.
A
But
lot
the
more
other thing
storylines
is
and
that
characters.
for the people that only read the books, then it's going to be the other way around, where it's like, I watched the show and I know that Jon Snow blah 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 blah
Blah,
blah.
blah, blah, blah.
And it's like, oh wow, I'm not going to listen to you because you're spoiling it for me, and it's going to be a complete role reversal. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's not like with Walking
It's
Dead, where
the
Walking
most-
Dead is like miles ahead of the TV show. Comic book
Oh,
wise.
absolutely.
So like, I don't think there'll be a point with how slowly paced the show is that they'll
No.
catch up.
I think the show will end well before they catch up to the comics.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wait, so do you guys know what's going to happen in these shows?
Well, you care.
Some of it.
I don't
Some of
know.
it, yeah. Some yes, some no.
Like and this, spoiler free for the most part. So the Walking Dead season finale came out a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I don't know if you watch it. My roommate watches it, and I watch him watch it because I don't actually care. And so the big bad of this this chunk of where the comics is this guy named Negan, and he controls a settlement, and he has he's got like a barbed wire baseball bat, and that's his
Yeah.
like signature weapon, and
that has a name. It's called
Yes.
Lucille.
Lucille. There we go. And spoilers for the comics, but not for the show. In the comic books, he kills Glenn.
Yeah.
With it, and it's like it's an awesome moment in the comics. And it's really cool. But in the TV show, the season finale just happened, and they end it on a cliffhanger where Negan hits somebody and kills them, but you see it from the person who died's perspective.
Really?
Which is terrible.
And it-
I didn't
and
watch
then
the
it-
last episode.
And it cut to black.
Yeah, it's awful.
So you have to wait the entire season to find out. And they made it may be Glenn. It may not be. And so it's like
Yeah, but this is like it's going to be like a Game of Thrones situation, which I'm not going to spoil for Game of Thrones. But like somebody's going to get spotted on set, or somebody's not going to get spotted on set, and that's going to ruin it.
Of
Because
course.
here's the thing, like people so like closely follow the
religiously.
filming of these
Oh,
shows.
That's really weird to think about.
Yeah.
That people follow the filming of the show.
Do you
Thank you,
remember?
Andrew
Show
Keenan, for
itself.
that photo.
Do you remember what happened with the coordinates? Did you watch Breaking Bad?
I did.
Oh, yes.
There's the episode in the fifth season when for people who didn't watch the show, it's when Walter buries all the money.
With the lottery ticket.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
and he
shit.
has the coordinates written down, and people actually looked up the coordinates, and it's for like the set where they like shoot it.
Right.
And it's like, oh wow, people are that dedicated to like look it up and try and like track it down. It's
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
I
these
mean,
fan
I think that's
bases.
cool because the episode's already come out and people do that all the time. If you see a number in a TV show, you're going to call the number,
Yeah.
or someone will.
But it just shows you how much like modern media sucks now.
Yeah.
In that like
It's spoilers. It's all spoilers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Doctor Strange footage, set footage, and oh my god, Suicide Squad
Squad,
footage.
yeah.
Everything gets leaked.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Nothing
fair
is sacred.
Nothing. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm absolutely one of those people though that like will look up the ending
Oh,
of a
same.
TV show too.
Did
Like,
you look up
if
who
I can't
Gossip Girl
wait-
was?
Oh yes, are you
Wrong.
kidding me? I had to do it.
Wrong.
I'm sorry. I was dying. Also,
Mike
like
was a good fan.
Tisk
I,
tisk.
I
Gossip
watched
Girl.
it on Netflix after the fact.
Of
so
course.
like,
I watched all of Gossip Girl, even the parts that were bad, which was all of season 5 and most of season 6. And I stuck through it, and I didn't know who Gossip Girl was till the end.
you
'Cause
didn't.
I'm a pro.
That's
Never,
painful.
Wow.
I did not look it up.
It's
I had to
painful.
look it up.
Oh,
It was
man.
too painful. I had to know who it was.
That's what happened with my roommate. He was like, I watched up till season 5, they got bored and watched the last episode. I was like, okay.
Oh no,
great.
I still watched it all.
That's
How did
surprising.
you feel about the end?
It was interesting. Okay, that's another thing.
Yes.
Some fun fact. Gossip Girl was based on a book series.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And the author of Gossip Girl, like the title author of Gossip Girl, only wrote one of the books. And she had ghostwriters for every other book.
Really?
Really?
And
Wow.
she's credited for all of them, but she only
Wow.
wrote one. And then, no. She wrote 2. You want to know what the second one she wrote was? It was a remake of the first one in which Serena and Blair, which are the two main female characters,
Yeah.
where they go around killing
What?
the cast of Gossip Girl.
What?
It's like
That's genius.
So
Why?
in the
That is
show,
genius.
No.
if you don't know Gossip Girl, it's about, or at least the first season is like, Serena's this blonde girl, and she comes back from a trip, and you find out that she,
Wait, what does her being blonde have to do with this?
No,
because
it's
Blair is a
important.
brunette.
It's very important.
Because Blair's a brunette. That's why I was adding some. I'm trying to color in the picture. So she's a very. I forget the name of the actress, but she's a very nice looking actress.
Blake Lively.
There we go.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
He has a thing
Oh.
with Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Blake Lively is.
She's a very nice looking girl.
Wonderful.
She's beautiful.
So you find out.
Oh wait,
hooked
can't you do
up-
a Ryan Reynolds voice?
I'm not gonna do my Ryan Reynolds right now.
You have a Ryan
Really?
Reynolds voice. You
It's
should-
not. It's
you
not.
have
It's
to
not.
now.
No,
You
it's
have
not
to.
perfect.
Come on,
No.
man.
You have
let
to.
him let him let him
No,
take
no.
time to perfect
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
It's not perfected.
I'm going to give you a moment. Come back to you.
No, it's not
Get
perfected.
ready. Get ready.
No.
Get ready.
So
going, Michael.
so Serena hooks up with Nate, and
Oh,
Nate
shit.
is Blair's boyfriend. And Nate and Blair have intimacy issues. And Blair's best friends with Serena, but then when she finds out, she gets really pissed. So in the plot of the show, it's all about, like, for the first scene, it's all about like those two ruining each other's lives. But in the remake of the book, it's all about how that happens, and therefore they must kill Nate, and they must kill other people that they all
But
interact
Nate-
I
with.
love that.
And it is the only other book that's written by the main author. Like, that's
What
like,
a
okay,
mess.
so this wasn't recently, but a couple months ago they came out with the Twilight book that is gender bent, where
yeah.
it's not Edward and Bella, it's blank, and I don't really care, but they switch everything around, and it's stupid and it's a cash out. But it's written by the author of the book, so I guess it's fine, and it's like technically like an official release. But then if you consider that an official release, then you consider this remake of Gossip Girl an official release too, and you're like, man, are people desperate for money? Do people really want to read that? Like,
Dog Star Wars.
I would probably read it.
I would watch that
It's so wild to me.
if Gossip Girl came out with like a massacre version on TV. I'd probably watch that.
Also,
they could totally
I want
play off
Lord
the
of the Rings,
XOXO
but
Gossip
no
Girl at the
orcs.
end
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Yes.
Just no orcs in Lord of the Rings.
no
Just
orcs and
Lord of the Rings. I don't know. You fill in the orcs with something else, something maybe a little bit cuter.
Elves.
Yeah.
Elves.
They're elves that already exist.
No, the
Oh.
elves are bad this time.
Tinier elves.
Tinier elves.
Keebler elves.
Yeah.
Like how
Yes,
tiny?
There we go.
Cheesley tiny.
Cheesley tiny.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
5'3".
that tiny.
That's tiny in the Lord of the Rings universe.
Yeah.
5'3".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
That's small.
Oh.
There's hobbits in that
Like, how
universe.
tall is Aragorn supposed to be? Actually, isn't he like supposed to be like almost 7 feet
Is
tall?
that
He's supposed to be
Orlando
close
Bloom?
to 7.
I
I
think
think
he's-
it's Orlando.
Yeah,
Bloom.
they're supposed to be really, really tall in like
No,
in the
he
books.
was in Pirates.
Yeah.
But then
he was.
You know what we should do? We
What?
should make a movie where we combine pirates, fantasy, and sci-fi.
You guys
Yes.
excited for the new cut? It's called Treasure Planet, and it's an animated Disney film, and it's
Mhm.
very good.
Wait, the old one.
Yes, Treasure
I
Planet.
love that movie.
Very good
It's
movie.
really
It is
good.
literally
It's
what you're
super
talking about.
underrated.
Really? Oh,
Pirates and
snap.
sci-fi.
It is actually
Well,
pretty
okay.
It's a
good.
very good movie.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Close
wow.
second. Close second would be Atlantis City.
I
Atlantis
don't like
isn't as good
Atlantis.
though.
Atlantis
Treasure
is not
Planet.
good. Treasure Planet
Michael
is
J. Fox
phenomenal.
is in there.
He
Atlantis
was.
is
Okay,
not
apparently
good.
Aragorn's supposed to be 6'6". Anyway,
That's pretty tall.
Oh wow,
But like that's like he's like kind of average height.
He is.
in like that universe.
that's like a little bit taller than David.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So
Shadow went up.
yeah, 5'3" is tiny. Like how tall is Gimli?
Are you guys excited for the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Speaking of
No.
pirates,
No,
I-
they went
You
too
guys
far
want to
already.
be?
you guys interested in it?
I'm kind of.
There's been
No, they already made too many.
it comes
That's
out.
fine. They
It
make
comes
so
out
many
in
Fast and
July.
They're not
Furious
good
movies, I don't care
anymore.
So it comes out on my birthday, and I don't
We're
know if I
going to
want
see
to. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I want to
Wait, is it
celebrate.
coming out this year?
Yeah, it's coming out July
Oh,
7th. I don't know.
geez.
I don't know if I want to celebrate my birthday by
We should do
seeing
it.
that movie, but I kind of want to.
We should.
I don't know.
It'll be 2.5 hours long.
I know. Oh my god. Because like Pirates of the Caribbean, very near and dear to the hearts of our childhoods, right? Like
Yeah.
Curse of Black
Not
Pearl was a
really.
very. Curse of,
I didn't watch
you
them.
didn't like it?
I didn't watch them as a kid.
No.
I watched them recently.
Oh
I-
really?
Hmm.
Which was your favorite?
The first one.
No,
Yes.
wrong.
Oh my god.
The rest are bad.
Which one do you think?
I
the one-
I loved
Or you
Dead
say
Man's Chest.
Oh,
and
yeah.
No,
At
that
World's
one.
Yeah.
Was, that one was
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Both of those.
Solid
I
movies.
think Dead Man's Chest plays on TV way too many times.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
Way
that's why
too
I don't
much.
like that one as much because it's on HBO every single day.
Yeah,
Our
it
World's
is.
End,
Every
I
single
don't
day.
know why.
I don't know why
At
either.
World's
other-
End is fine.
How many
It's just
other
kinda
movies?
weird.
4
They
other
had
movies that they
Well,
can pick
why
from?
does it even need to be Pirates of the Caribbean all the time?
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Dead Man's Chest. Like I get a little bored in certain parts.
In the
of
middle,
It.
Act 2 is long. Act 2 is long. Like it's the
Yeah.
whole thing when they get to the island and it's like the
Exactly.
when he's all face painted and it's strange. And
Which
like,
one has the
the
really
water
dark
wheel
beginning
fight.
where they're like about to hang some kid?
That's the third one. That's at World's
yeah,
End.
that's at World's
Okay.
End.
How many of those movies are there? 4
There's
of them?
4.
Okay.
There's
We don't acknowledge the fourth one.
well, on Stranger Tides is the
is
one about the Fountain of Youth and Blackbeard and Blackbeard's daughter. I think that Jack hooks up with.
daughter. Yeah.
Very strange movie.
Penelope Cruz.
Yes.
But
You know
why?
what? The worst part of the 4th movie was that there was no Orlando Bloom because Bootstrap Bill Turner was like.
No.
He was like he was important. Like that lineage was important, and
They
that's
didn't
what
have
like
anyone.
they didn't have anybody
really.
good for it. They had Jack Sparrow, and that was it.
Oh, they had Gibbs. Just checked.
I watched the movie for Orlando Bloom.
But actually,
though,
wait,
so-
Gibbs wasn't a major part of it. Though.
No, he wasn't.
He was not.
Yeah, I forgot about
They
that.
just had him there to have people there.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be back in the next one,
Well,
which like hopefully in a bigger
so-
role.
Well, that's the thing. I forget how On Stranger Tides ends because I didn't actually pay attention when I watched the movie. But the whole plot was that they went to go and try to find like the Fountain of Youth, and I don't remember if they found it or not because At World's End ends with Jack in a rowboat and he's got the map of figuring out how to find the Fountain of Youth. And you're like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Like, let's do it. Then they waited like 4 years
Yeah.
until they bring out another movie, and it's awful. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You've
remember
broke
that
my
at
heart.
all.
I was so upset. I just thought of another
Snapped.
movie.
Another movie.
This Saturday, or not this Saturday, soon, the April 29th, or Friday, I forget when, the Ratchet and Clank movie comes out.
Does it really?
Wait,
has it been
we
getting
were thinking different things. I thought you were going to talk about the Bourne series. 'cause
oh
that's
yeah,
Is
that
Bourne
movie comes
coming
out too.
Is that coming out at the
soon.
same time?
No, I don't think
No,
so. I don't
not
know
that,
when
not
Bourne
yet.
series is
Really?
coming out, but I'll check right now on
there's not. I don't know how many times you people have watched movies based on video games. There's
Never.
there's not many of
For a
them.
good reason.
Yeah, there's not many of them. There's
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It
That was okay. That was
That
a
was a
good
good one.
Wreck-It
I enjoyed
Ralph.
That was a cute
Very,
movie.
very under
I like that one.
not. I was very pleasantly surprised with that movie.
Yeah.
The fact that they could have that they had Sonic in it and
For-
Bowser.
Was Sonic
and, like,
in it?
Yeah.
Had Sonic in it.
Sonic was in there
Sonic was in
briefly.
it. He was like the guy that was like no running, and he like.
Oh yeah.
It was
I
fun.
remember.
They're gonna have Mario in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're making another Wreck-It Ralph.
I think so.
It's
oh my
like
god,
how
I'm so excited.
have you guys? I would hope that you guys have seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, are you kidding?
The only
One of my
instance
favorite
where
movies.
Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse are in the same shot at the same time, and it's Daffy Duck and Donald
Yep.
Duck. Like that is the only time in history
Yeah.
where those two
That
characters
was
have
a
been together.
huge risk.
That
for
was a
Disney.
huge moment.
Do you know how much
Like-
money that cost?
Yeah, Disney.
Dude.
Disney went hard for Who Framed
I
Roger
researched
Rabbit.
this
And
movie.
it paid off.
I
That movie's
researched that
amazing.
movie. I fucking love that movie.
It's a good movie.
What did
So
you
that-
research about it? What did you find
That
out?
movie was supposed to revitalize the animation industry. First of
Absolutely.
all, it did
Yeah.
because that was oh my god,
It was
amazing.
amazing.
And it was also so long to make because you know that scene where Roger is handcuffed to what's his name? The
Bob
detective?
Hoskins,
Bob
yeah.
Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
The
And he,
actor.
R.I.P.
knocks the lamp at the ceiling and it's like shaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know how long it takes to like draw the shadows on as the light is moving? Light
Yep.
is constantly
even
changing
imagine.
on the characters. It was hand drawn. It was
Everything.
goddamn remarkable.
It's amazing. Like that show.
Like Bob Hoskins when he goes into like Toontown, like the Toontown.
Yeah,
That's-
like Toontown in general is just such a it's an amazing
I
piece of like
prefer the Mushroom
cinematography.
Kingdom.
What?
I prefer when he went to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, let's talk about it. So, video game movies. There's been Super Mario Brothers, and that movie is
It
starring
was-
Bob Hoskins
it was
as
not a
Mario.
good movie.
Specific Mario. He has a
Yeah.
last name, and then John Leguizamo says Luigi Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
Is this
It's
The
real.
best-
is this an animated movie?
No,
I
it's a
mean,
real.
Super
It's
Mario
a.
Mario
Hoskins
Brothers
is-
movie.
It's like
is
a
Mario.
dark.
That sounds awful.
It's a dark It's like a dark
terrible.
version of it.
It's
It's like
a
modern
weird-
day, and like Bowser's not Bowser. He's King Koopa, and he's like a person. And Goombas are like
he's like-
tall henchmen with very tiny heads.
Yeah.
They're terrifying looking.
They are.
Their
terrifying.
faces are just so small.
And
You've absolutely seen a picture.
When
of
you
them.
find out, when you actually like listen to like the making of the movie, because Bob Hoskins hated it. He
Yeah.
hated the set. He was like, "This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst," because it was a husband and wife who made it. And they just never got along on like how to do things, and so the movie was just directionless, and it was super weird. Like Big Bertha, the fish in Mario in the Mario series, is played by a large sassy black woman, and it's like a really weird sexual scene because she is like at a dance club, and Mario needs to like steal something from her, and it's just like, what movie am I watching? This is
Why
not
did
what
they
I-
let this happen?
Like, this is not what I found
That
out.
sounds awful.
It was like if they try to make it a noir,
Yeah,
but Mario's a kid's game
yeah.
Yeah.
with no noir qualities whatsoever. Bright colors
when
through
did you
and
say
through.
Parts of the Caribbean was coming out?
Parts of the Caribbean is coming out in like July.
Like what do you like know when?
July 7th. It comes out on my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Wait until the end of the month to see a movie because Jason Bourne comes out July 29th.
Oh man, I'm excited for the newborn movie.
You ever watch the
No.
Bourne movies? You should.
Nope.
Oh, you'd actually no, you'd hate them. You'd probably hate
I
them.
like Disney
Why
movies.
would I actually hate?
They're not Disney movies.
They're the opposite
They're
of
not.
Disney.
They're
Yeah.
very much. Jason Bourne kills a guy with a pen in
I'm
one
aware.
of the movies.
He's awesome.
I made the mistake of watching The Bourne Identity.
That's rough.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry
was
you
my
did that to
first
yourself.
Bourne movie.
But like, there's there's like the Lara Croft movie. There's a Warcraft
There's a
movie
Lara
coming
Croft
out. Like,
movie?
there are a lot of like. There are video game movies. There's a Street Fighter movie. Tron is technically a video game movie. There's a Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
it's
movie. There are all these
Tron.
things, but
I'm
they
bored.
all
Oh,
suck.
Jenna's
Yo, I'm
bored.
sorry you're
Oh,
bored.
I'm
I'm trying
sorry.
to.
We
I'm
were
having some
having a
interesting
talk
conversation
about
talking about
video
movies.
games.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She's talking.
I don't know anything about the Bourne movies, so I can't talk about the Bourne movies.
Okay, let's not talk about Bourne.
Fine. But what I'm saying is,
It sounded like you said
The-
Oh,
something else. Sorry.
like,
you're cool.
Sorry.
what is
Ew,
going
what was
on?
that face?
We're off the rails. I don't know. Like, I don't really go out to watch movies. I haven't been to the theater since Star Wars came out,
Really?
and I've been really meaning to see like Batman v Superman.
Michael, let me take you to a
I didn't see
movie.
that
We
one
went to
either.
see Zootopia. We enjoyed
I
that.
know.
Hey,
haven't
I
seen
told you you
Zootopia.
gotta see
Zootopia was really
Zootopia.
good.
Wait, oh, you already saw it?
Yeah,
I
we
love
saw
that
it.
movie.
We
went.
three saw it.
I haven't
That
seen
was a wonderful
Zootopia.
film.
I
You should.
really and like that's the thing. Like there are some. I haven't seen Deadpool, but there are.
I didn't see Deadpool either.
And the thing is that there are
It's
still
April.
like this
I wanted
year,
to. I
What
couldn't.
is wrong with you?
I spent too much money on movies that that month.
We're bringing in Grace too.
Oh, it's Grace.
This year is
But,
like amazing movies.
Yeah, this year is
This like
Doctor Strange is coming out.
Doctor
Did you see
Strange.
the trailer for that? That was
Suicide
wild.
Squad. Like these.
I'm hoping.
Suicide Squad's got to be good. I said the same thing about Batman v Superman, but Suicide Squad's got to be good.
Wait, did anybody see that movie?
Batman v
saw it.
Superman.
Oh.
Like, once
Well,
Grace
yes.
walks in here, the conversation's changing.
No, we got to talk about
Grace
these movies.
is back, so
And
you
So
can-
how about? I don't know.
Hi,
still,
Grace, I love you.
like
Jesus.
this, and my
So much
roommate,
hype.
and I are really excited for the Warcraft movie, but like we know it's not going to be good. And the
It
thing is, like,
looks like
this is kind of
Oh.
an interesting conversation. Like, would
I
would
can't
you
believe
pay
you're
to
right
see
now.
a bad movie? Like,
Yes.
you put your money and be like, yeah, oh, I know this is
Wait,
not going to
wait.
be good. Like, I want to see Batman v Superman. I know it's probably not good. Why should I go and buy it? Why should I go and buy a ticket? But I still want to. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing:
put
if you
sunglasses on.
know that it's not going to be a
Why?
good movie, but you want it, if you want it, you can pay for it. That's your thing. But if you wanted a good movie,
You're coming to the wrong place.
yeah, it's not where you're.
Exactly.
You're not
Like,
gonna get that.
There's a certain point when it becomes like fan loyalty, and
Yeah.
you're like, I know this movie's not going to be good, but like I'm still going to buy it. Same thing with video games, and like same thing with books and
Oh,
whatever. It's
yeah.
like I know that the newest Divergent series movie sucks, but I love the books. It's like no,
It's Mordecai.
you probably shouldn't do that, but people
First
do.
of all, the books aren't that
I
good.
kind of want to watch, just to finish off. the
No,
ser-
don't do
you
that.
I watched the
Watch
first two.
Divergent?
I watched the first two movies.
Why would you watch them? The first one didn't look good.
No, it didn't.
Because like I watched the first one with like my uncle, and we were like, all right, this is moderately interesting. And then I was like, all right,
He's the
screw it.
demographic.
I'm gonna watch. Yeah, my 70-year-old uncle's the demographic.
For Divergent,
Yeah.
right?
Um,
It's a bit past his time.
that that movie
Oh, God.
starring the leading actress from the hit show Secret Life of the American Teenager,
Oh.
Shailene Woodley.
who was almost MaryJane Watson. Thank
Yep.
God she
Really?
wasn't.
Oh God. I didn't know that.
I feel bad because she committed. She dyed her hair,
She
Wow.
really committed. She really
That's
did.
impressive.
and then they
Look
were
what
just like,
happened.
nope.
She's a fine actress, just not good
I hate
roles.
MaryJane
That was a
Watson.
Spider-Man series that needed
You
to
did.
die, and
I hate
thankfully
her. So,
did.
she's not. The way she's been portrayed, I don't like MaryJane Watson.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like her character at all because she's nothing. She's not.
Everybody,
She's actually just not a good character in general, be
Yeah,
it in the comics.
exactly.
or
everybody
in the
likes
movies.
Gwen.
Gwen is way better.
Everybody
There's
likes
comics
Gwen.
about
Gwen's.
Mary Jane though, like specific to her.
Well, yeah, there's comics about Gwen.
They're, like
Spider Gwen.
Are there?
Spider Gwen. Yeah.
Spider Gwen's cool.
She is literally
like,
the best.
Gwen,
Yeah.
Gwen is actually like strong, capable. Mary Jane.
I
Watson's
don't
always
understand
been,
why
like,
Peter would go from Gwen to Mary Jane at all.
Can you not?
I don't
Like
know,
at all.
man.
I don't know.
I don't
Favorite Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I'm saying
know. Wait,
old.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 or
I'm saying
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man 2.
I'm
Me
saying
too.
old
I
or
fucking
new,
love
right?
it.
I
Oh,
like
excuse
one.
me. I love Spider-Man.
You
I
like
like the first
one?
one.
The original.
Like,
First one's hard to watch.
I'm sorry.
I know a lot of people like the second one, but like I just like Willem Dafoe.
Wait, but Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield?
As
Andrew.
that's tough.
Depends on.
No, but Tobey Maguire.
Like, here's the thing, like, you
Tobey
have to
Maguire
distinguish
fits
them.
Spider-Man better. I think he does. I think Andrew Garfield's too cute.
I think Andrew Garfield is a better Spider-Man. Peter Parker's fucking.
He's a
Tobey
better-
Maguire's
yes.
Tobey
Okay,
Maguire's
sorry.
absolutely a
Okay.
better Peter Parker. He's absolutely a better Peter Parker.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Because like he's just more awkward.
Because he's like a crybaby.
I
cries
love.
every
Wait,
scene.
my favorite thing is in the third movie when he's possessed by like Venom or whatever, and he's walking down the street. He's like,
He's got his emo. He's got his
Possessed
Drake
by
shit
Venom.
on.
It's his dancing scene, which is one of the best scenes ever.
Oh, absolutely.
oh yeah, the dancing scene. I forgot about that one.
That
That's a
movie's
great
long.
where like he's who's he
It's
hitting
a
on?
long
Gwen.
movie.
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I didn't like that
Gosh.
one.
You guys wouldn't believe how much Spider-Man things
That was
I have at home.
that was
believe you.
what's her
I
name?
believe you have a lot.
So many things.
What?
That was Bryce Dallas Howard
As
as Gwen
yeah.
from Jurassic World.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because like she had blonde
Oh
hair.
my
I don't like
God.
that actress.
That's
Yeah.
her.
I don't like.
I
that
didn't like her
actress.
in Jurassic.
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 I didn't like her in Jurassic World.
Did you guys watch Jurassic World?
I did not.
I watched it with my brother.
Oh, she's in
in
Twilight?
Twilight.
Which character is she in Twilight?
She's not important.
I know.
Not.
Nobody's in nobody important's in Twilight. Oh man, I'll tell a story about Twilight. I have never I've sat through. I've tried.
Haven't seen him.
She's in Twilight. She's a is she really? She's a redheaded
Oh,
vampire in Twilight.
okay.
I have tried to
Not a
sit through
Twilight
that movie. I've tried to sit
Didn't.
through that movie 4 times. Never sat through it. Could not. I got to the
Really?
part. The farthest I got was the vampire baseball scene, and I was just like, I got up and was like, nope. I would fall asleep. I would walk away. I would do
I
other stuff.
refuse.
I watched.
I hated them, but my best friend was obsessed. So I
Could
went
not
to every
sit
opening
through it.
night.
My high school best friend and I went to see the last Twilight movie in theaters. We bought tickets to see it.
That's another.
Grace Castillo read all the books and saw all the movies, and
You
was a
monster.
big fan. I have no shame.
Jenna
Posselt
also.
Yeah,
is
Jenna.
also a big
Jenna's
fan.
also in that
Oh
camp.
my God.
See, that's the thing. Do you think and this is a question I'll pose to both of you because this is another thing going
How
back
much
to what we were
fan
talking
fiction
about.
have you written?
Oh my god. Do you guys think that the books were better than the movies, or the movies were better than the books, or like, is there some sort of middle ground to make? Jenna says books. What do you say? You say books? Okay. Because again, like, this is another one where there's like the books and the movie are very closely related, at least from
Right.
what I've heard. But there are weird things in the book. Like, everybody knows that whole like, Jacob imprints on her child, and so that's why they're always
I don't
bound
like that.
forever, and like they'll be together when they get
Andrew looks
older.
confused. I think we need to
So,
explain imprint.
Yeah.
In the lore of Twilight.
Think Jurassic World.
So there's in Jurassic World, dinosaurs can go and they go like on a
Yeah.
baby, and then they become bound
No.
to that baby.
No, it's like
Pretty much.
it's like a feelings thing. You don't have to actually physically
You just
touch
look
them.
them.
Have you
look
just
at
look at them, and then you've like imprinted your soul into them.
Have you seen the
Exactly.
Pixar movie
So
The
just
Little
like-
Dinosaurs?
just like-
It's just like that. It's just like that.
Yeah. and now you have imprinted on Michael.
Yeah, and
Pretty
we're bound
much.
together.
Yeah.
Michael, your son is now mine.
Yes,
That's
awesome.
exactly how it works.
So like what happens in the movie is right. Edward and Bella get married. They have a kid. It's a very rough sex scene. Actually, I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Because he's a vampire, and she ends up he ends up like breaking her ribs and shit. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, she had lots
Oh
really
yeah, when
weird.
she was pregnant, that was a mess too.
All the teenagers loved it. So what happens is Jacob then.
Isaiah. I'm just like, help me out here, bro.
So then eventually Jacob comes in, and Jacob like still has feelings for Bella, but like not really. But he has because he's.
Jenna's getting upset.
Oh god, we're gonna get the Loremaster.
Oh, she's coming. She's coming.
Oh no.
So-
like protective sense over here.
Yeah, because
Leave her alone.
Michael's trying to. I'm gonna help Michael. So the whole reason Jacob has this like weird obsession with
did the
Bella,
show
we
become?
realize, is because he's in love with her future daughter, who like isn't born yet, but he's like kind of imprinting on her already before she's born. And then Renesmee, her daughter's born, and he's
Her
like,
name's
Renesmee?
That is
Yes.
the child's
That is
name.
the name.
Renesmee because Bella's mom's name is Renee.
Bye. Bye, Keenan.
And
Bye,
Edward's
Andrew.
adopted mom's name is Esme, and her nickname, is
gosh.
Nessie, like
Yeah.
the Loch Ness monster.
Oh my god.
It
And
was disgusting.
So Jacob
hated
imprints on the
Twilight, I'm
baby,
sorry.
and he's like, "Oh my god!" Basically, imprinting means like you would do anything for this person. Like you,
It's
it's
not
more
what
than
that
no,
like.
but it looks really. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
freaky.
really, like,
weird.
It's
I
weird.
watched it in the movie.
I did not like that at all.
terrifying. So then, like Jacob's like, "Ew, Bella." Okay.
yeah, so like that's the thing. If you had went up to somebody and was like, "Here's the plot of this
Who's that? I didn't
amazing
see that.
book / movie," like. If you had said that as like a standalone thing, people would not have believed that it was part of the Twilight series. But it is, and it's like, holy, what the?
Renesmee.
Renesmee.
I'm still lost on that.
Listen,
It's like you can't decide between Renee and Esme, and you're just like,
put them both together.
Oh my
Hi,
God.
Christine.
So yeah, like I never liked Twilight, and I never did, and like it just never like I never liked the movie.
I won't even pay attention to it now. Like, I've ignored it. But like Renesmee, now I'm definitely never.
It's kind of
Never.
it has
You won't have to. It's
like
gone.
that movie has the same effect
gone.
of me as like
yeah, except
how
they wrote another book.
yeah
It still exists.
Is it going to be turned into a movie?
Probably.
yeah
Oh, no.
it's like how oh wait I had a thought and okay no I remember I was gonna say that the acting in that movie is like imagine if every actor and actress of that movie was as awkward as Anakin from episode 2.
No.
No.
That is the movie that you have. You have a bunch of people who don't understand their emotions and are vampires and werewolves being like, we're in Alaska. This town is called Forks.
You're just as
I
sane.
have,
Really called
I
Forks?
have,
Why it's called Forks? I don't understand.
Chris.
Nobody understands me.
You're just
is
as
so
I
like
remember you
that.
in my dreams.
Oh my god.
I am not watching it. I'm not gonna watch it. I can tell from most of the first movie that I've watched, it is exactly like that.
Michael, you
And
seem
Well,
way
the
too
first,
informed
the first
regardless.
Movie's the worst
I'm,
out of all of them.
I'm informed out of everything. That's the thing. Like I've watched a lot of stuff in my day, but I don't remember most of the things. So it's like They live in Washington? Yeah, you're right. They do live in Washington.
Ooh.
Fine, whatever, Loremaster.
Ooh,
Like
new
if people
nickname.
if people asked me
Loremaster.
to like recite movie plots, I'd probably give as good like that as like a
Right.
as a general statement. Like I'd just be like, yeah, it's like the movie where like these people do things, and I'm probably wrong most of the time, but like I just remember it differently.
Can we do a D&D game where Jenna's
I wish.
Do we want to do
master?
live D&D?
I would just do Dungeons
Live
and
D&D?
Dragons anyway.
That's a long.
That's a long process.
It is.
That's-
Do you have-
Can we
do you
just
have
make
any
characters for an
die?
hour?
I do. Andrew does. You can go and buy some at the comic book shop.
I have one as well.
It's amazing.
There's a new Harry Potter movie coming out.
Yes,
I
there
know.
is. Fantastic Beasts and Where to
something?
Find Them.
Oh.
The trailer.
Let me tell you something.
Looks all right.
Don't care about it. Didn't really care about the last 2 Harry Potter movies. Didn't really care about anything since Order of the Phoenix. In my day, calm down. You're like 12. Oh, she caught me. So I don't know if you guys, the people who talk to me know how I am, but I act like I'm an 80-year-old man, where I'm like, oh, this generation doesn't understand anything, as if I'm somewhere like in an older generation. This is why I say, going back to the beginning of the show, when I said that I'm like a man, I'm like the man in the from the Lorax. It's like I just feel very disconnected from everything, and it's like I just feel very old in like my ways, and so I talk like I'm 80 years
You're
old.
talking to Father Time over
Like,
here.
exactly,
I know
you
exactly
understand.
what you're talking about.
Wait, do you know who looks like the Lorax?
Danny
Dan
DeVito.
LaPenta. Dan LaPenta!
I have no idea who that is.
Oh,
He does.
no.
He's
Andrew
a,
Keenan knows who Dan
Yeah,
LaPenta
he
is.
does look like
and
the
he
Lorax.
does.
Yeah, we're gonna
oh,
pull
you've
up a
never,
picture of Dan LaPenta.
Chris, you've never met the
But
Lorax.
he also
I've
looks
never met
like.
All right, we'll chop
we've
down a
discussed
tree
This. He
and
looks
he'll
like
show
Bob's
up.
Burger.
All right.
He
characters.
does.
Well, you have to drop.
It's like-
I noticed it now. I watched another episode of Bob's Burgers. I was like, I see
it's
it.
like his chin is into his like. in his neck.
You like Bob's
I
Burgers?
love Bob's Burgers,
Bob's
too.
Burgers. Let's.
Can we talk
Wait,
about
Tina
Bob's
is my
Burgers?
absolute
Okay.
favorite.
I
I write erotic friend fiction about your butt.
I love it. Like the zombie fan fiction.
He's doing the Tina thing.
When she's like, I think every character of that show is like completely
Oh.
different and unique.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda's hilarious. Bob is great.
All right.
Bob is like the best straight man.
Absolutely.
Like he's the best like cold deadpan dude. Gene is Gene's. Jenna says
I'm
Gene's my
definitely
favorite.
Tina.
I love Gene because Gene's just like all over the place, and then like even
Luis.
the side characters like
Yeah.
oh my god, what's his name?
Wait, the girl
Um,
that's obsessed with Luis at one point, what's her name?
Oh, I have
That's
no idea what
me,
you're
man.
talking about.
What's the name of?
Do you know who I'm
The
talking
blonde.
about?
Is he the dude
blonde
with the
girl?
beanie?
And she, I
No,
just saw
Oh
I
wait,
do the
and
beanie.
then
Crazy.
the other one that
What
like
is the
sucks
name
on her
of
necklace.
Tina's girl?
and she's,
What's the
like,
name
in
of
love
Tina's
with Gene.
boyfriend?
I also love Tammy.
Oh,
Tammy.
Is that who I was talking about? That's
I
the
don't watch
popular
that
girl.
I don't know any of
Oh,
this.
I don't
Tammy,
know
yes.
either.
But I also
Tammy's
I don't watch it
Linda's
religiously.
sister.
We've lost control.
I only just started getting into
Yes.
Archer, but that's an entirely different conversation.
Well, wait,
what?
who's
Archer.
Andy? What's
Oh yeah,
Also,
yeah,
Bob's Burgers.
yeah, same guy.
and what's
Yeah.
H. John Benjamin.
Yeah.
Jim, yeah,
Jimmy
he's really
Pet. Oh
good.
wait, Jimmy
Jimmy.
I
Jr.
mean, all he
too.
does
Jimmy
is the same
Jr.
voice.
He doesn't like. He
doesn't even try.
Jimmy
Same
Jr.
personality
dancing
to
is
an
me
extent, too.
dancing.
He's just the same guy.
Jimmy
Where are
Jr.
you
Jimmy
guys at?
Jr. has a great
Bob's
butt.
Burgers and Archer.
and what?
Archer.
We're talking about H. John Benjamin.
Oh
Jen.
Yeah.
my god.
I feel like if Chris was a Bob's Burgers character, he'd be Bob.
Probably.
I agree.
Maybe Bob.
You'd be a
I'm a
Bob.
pretty good straight man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrew would be Mr. Fish Odor.
Yeah. Mr.
Oh my God, he won!
Mr.
It
Fisher
took
was
me a
funny.
second.
I don't know what any of this means.
I
Have
don't
you
know
have you
why.
not
He
watched
is the land. He's the land.
Dude.
Oh,
the one of the best
absolutely.
episodes? Like,
Yeah.
dude, it has some of the funniest things on TV. Like to the point, you usually tell it's a good show is a good show when you remember every single episode, especially
Yeah,
when the episodes
honestly.
are like 20 something.
It's like that
seasons,
really
20
good
episodes
humor
long.
too, where you like you have to get it. Like it's not like they don't throw it in your face. You
yeah,
know.
like there's some good like subtle things, and then
Yeah.
there's some just good like
But
really
then there's
obtuse
also the
things.
farting.
Yeah,
and,
like-
and
I've
stuff
only
like
ever
that.
seen one episode. I think it was the episode where Bob gets stuck in a wall. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great one.
Oh man, he goes insane. I'll phrase it.
From Linda's parents.
What a legendary voice.
One of the newest
It is a legendary
seasons.
voice.
The second to newest season. There's an episode where Tina is like really nuts about her horses and her unicorns, and it's like My Little Pony.
and they do a bronies thing.
And
oh,
they
it's so
they
funny.
make a spoof on bronies where like Bob or Tina somehow like they lose this really rare.
No, it's somebody swindles them out. of
Yeah,
it.
somebody swindles Tina out of this really rare
Yeah.
figure, and it's really rare. This is why it's really rare. I don't know. Cover your ears. it's really rare because it has a camel toe. Like that's the reason why it's rare. It's a horse.
Yes.
It's so good. Wait, and then we gotta continue about how Bob goes to get it back.
Bob goes to get it back, and so he dresses up as like a
hi,
and he goes in to the convention, and he meets all these guys who are like, well, I'm the biggest fan, and he like Bob studies
all
everything.
Old men.
And
They're all old.
All of
what
them.
no,
ha-
because
they're
it's
all
playing
really
off the
old
Bronies
men.
thing, like with My Little Ponies.
Yeah, and so the reason Bob eventually like gets found out as like not being a diehard fan because Tina ends up writing a zombie fan fiction about the ponies, and he accidentally reads it thinking it's like source material, and he takes it as canon when it isn't. So it's like that level of humor that's like it's like not highbrow, but it's a little bit above average. Where it's like
Yeah.
I like this a lot. It's the same thing with like. And I put this in the same. I kind of put it in the same realm of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my
I
god,
love
love that
Always
show.
Sunny.
I love
Talk
that
about
show
it.
You
so
should
much.
watch Always
Like,
Sunny.
Danny
Always
DeVito like
Sunny's
grosses
so
me
good.
out in that show, but like everything
He's
else
so
is wonderful.
disgusting.
It is.
He's
so gross.
sticky looking. And
He's so
fucking,
sticky,
It is.
and he's never wearing pants. And he's always
Never.
wearing like those wife beater tank tops.
Yeah.
Like that is another show where if you named an episode, I'd be like, yeah, I know that episode. And like I remember every
It
part
is
of
such a clever show,
It is.
even though it's so stupid.
It's so
constantly.
stupid.
Well, that's the thing. It's got the Seinfeld effect of like
Yeah.
terrible people doing nothing.
Yeah,
Make a
pretty
show.
much.
It's
We need a
amazing.
I love
show like that.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's great. That's why it's another. That's like It's Always Sunny is like a modern day
I've watched
Seinfeld.
it.
Can we make a
episode of
cross
Seinfeld.
between
Nazi.
The
Did you-
Office
That
and
is the
Always
only
Sunny?
episode I know.
Question: did you like the ending of Seinfeld?
I don't think anybody liked the
I
ending of
didn't
Seinfeld.
watch-
But like, here's the thing: it makes
I watched
sense.
the Soup
It
Nazi
makes sense.
episode
So
here's
because
the
my
thing.
mom made
Like, it just
me,
makes
but that's
sense. Like,
it.
they have to.
It was a
like,
good episode.
You can't end
And,
Seinfeld
and
on a
I've
high
seen the
note.
girl
You
do her
can't.
dance. I don't know what her name is
That's
though.
the thing.
no
For
idea
for
what
people
you're
who
talking
haven't
about.
watched Seinfeld, the ending of Seinfeld is they get sent to jail, like because they're bad people
wow.
and they've done bad things, and it ends. The final scene.
They're not stopping a
is-
mugging. That's why. Like,
Yeah.
Right? Or was that what it was?
No,
or?
they get convicted for like being like an accomplice or like a witness or something, but they didn't actually.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Yeah. So like what happens at the end is they're sitting down and it's Jerry and I forget who, but they're talking about his pocket. And like what they're like he's talking about like a button. He's like, what's this button? Like why is it there? Like who uses this button on this pocket? And it is the exact same scene, like word for word, as the first conversation from the first episode. And
Really?
it's supposed to show you how throughout all of this show they have been terrible people. Nothing has changed. They haven't grown, and so they're just assholes. Like that is the point of Seinfeld.
And like
it's amazing.
everybody like they've ever pissed off in the show like comes back and is just like, you're terrible. Like they're just like awful. They're just like awful people. Like send them to jail.
And,
That's brilliant.
and that's the thing is like It's Always Sunny is the same way where it's like, okay, do not give me the finger.
Why?
What's the
What are
finger
you
mean?
doing?
What does the finger
What's
mean?
going on?
Don't
I'm
do that.
confused.
bad man, Jetty.
Do not do that to me.
What?
I'm confused.
I'm also
I
confused.
have no idea
References,
what's
man.
going on. Andrew just wiggled his finger real slow, like,
It's always,
Okay.
ew.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia started off. It was like it was a short, like the
Yeah.
pilot of it. There's a 15-minute documentary on YouTube about it, but the pilot was Rob McElhenney, the Charlie Day. And
I love Charlie Day.
I forget.
I
So
love that
good.
man.
I
He was
forget the
in
name.
a
The guy. I
giant-
forget the other guy.
He was in Godzilla.
Yeah.
But
Why?
I don't know.
I
I was really. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You can go.
I was just gonna say I was really pissed about that movie because I
Godzilla?
went
Yeah.
to see it for Bryan Cranston and then
And
He
then
sorely
gets killed
disappointed.
off.
died in like the first 30 minutes, and I was like, why did I come and see this?
That's what I've heard from everybody that's seen
Yeah.
that movie. It's
I was
just
so
disappointing. I went
angry.
for Bryan
Bryan Cranston
Cranston.
is
I
such a
left
good actor.
because
He is. I love him
Bryan
so
Cranston.
much.
Such a good
I
actor.
love him.
He should be everyone.
He should be in every movie ever.
Have you seen the newest movie he's in?
Which one?
What's it called?
It's like Drumbo. He's like
No.
he's a writer.
Trumbo.
Trumbo. There we
Oh,
go. He's a
I've heard of
writer,
it.
and it's based on a true story.
Isn't he exposing?
Yeah, he was exposing like some sort of controversies, and then he gets like blacklisted, and so
Yeah.
he's working out of the bathroom.
really cool.
He's like working out of. There's like most of the scenes that people see is like
Wait,
he
this
works
is a
out of
movie
his
or a
bathroom.
TV
It's a movie.
It's a
TV
movie.
show? Okay.
It's a very good
Does it have
movie.
to do with the Red
We should
Scare or
watch that
something?
one.
Well,
I
yeah.
think
Now I
so.
gotta see it.
Um,
I love
Bryan
that
Cranston
man.
night, binge night.
Bryan
Ready?
Cranston.
And he's also
Yeah.
gonna be.
He's a very good
anything
actor.
else?
He's a
Um,
great actor.
Trumbo. He
You,
got.
you can mold his hair in any way you want.
Yeah.
Put it in a bald cap.
Put in bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Oh, what was
I
I?
have no idea what.
Oh,
no
I remember where I was. So like the plot, like the pilot of It's Always Sunny is about like.
Yeah, he's a communist. That's
he
what
goes
it is.
to. He's there. You go. He goes to one of the characters.
Wait,
goes
Bryan
to-
Cranston is a communist?
No, he was a communist
Not
in the
actually.
movie, like as
No.
Trumbo. Trumbo.
Oh my god.
Jesus, no, don't worry. I mean, even if he was, like, okay,
Confirmed on the Audacity.
yeah, you've got some explaining to do, sir. So
Okay.
it's like one character goes up to another character and is like, "Oh, I need some sugar for my coffee," and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, sure, hold on, like, it's been really rough for me, like, I have cancer." And so, and this is so the pilot.
Wait, he
it's
has
like
cancer again?
No.
they're
not
talking about
Bryan
the pilot.
Cranston.
To It's Always Sunny. Gotta keep up, man.
I got distracted by Mordecai.
So it's like, he really wants to feel bad for this guy, but like, he also really wants that sugar, and it's like he doesn't actually care. And so like that's the first episode. So like from the get go, this show's
are
been
you
like
talking about?
bad. This
Always
show's
Sunny.
yeah. I'm talking about the pilot to Always Sunny. Have you never watched any episodes?
I'm
Yes.
telling you,
I've
Andrew.
seen all of them.
That's what the
Cross
pilot
between
is.
The
The pilot
Office
is
and Always
like
Sunny.
one
Someone has
character.
That's our
cancer?
shtick.
Yeah, the
That's what
pilot
we
is
can
one
do.
person has cancer.
I'll be the straight
I
man.
don't
You
remember
can be
the
whatever you
cancer
want.
thing.
We can
No,
both be the
no,
straight
it's
man.
like
Both
before
straight
they
men.
made it an official show.
We're both real.
I've only
we-
seen
we're,
everything
we're
on
not
Netflix.
zany enough.
You can have a
this
comedy
was
with
before
two
they came
straight
out-
men.
Before it was on Netflix.
No, you
Okay.
can't.
When
Yeah.
it was like when they were like just starting. Like they didn't even have
you
they
and
weren't even
Michael
picked
were
up by
all
FX or
straight
anything
men.
Oh,
like
I
that.
missed that then.
You're
Yeah.
right. Why do we have a show if we're both straight men?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
That's where I
we're talking
joined
about in
on.
terms of comedy. Like you're a straight man, he's a straight man,
I
I'm a
think
straight
Michael's
man.
a straight man.
Am I a straight man?
Michael, you have the most range out of both.
Why are we
You're the
Excuse
zany
me,
man.
there are women in the room.
Because
You're not a
it's
straight
just
man.
Yeah,
I am not
you
a
two
straight
are both
man.
not
You're-
straight
you're-
men.
You're
You
too
are-
zany to be.
You're pretty zany.
A straight.
That's why I'm Jim and you're
I'm Dwight.
Listen,
Yeah,
this is-
exactly.
okay, to explain it to
God.
people who don't understand, for the two people who don't understand how comedy works, a straight man is someone. So like,
Excuse
when
me.
you have a
It's
comedy
also me,
group,
it's fine.
when you have a comedy group, you have different roles that people play. You have your straight man, who is the deadpan, dry humor, and he makes most of the punchlines because it's dry.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like then there's like the zany character who's like all over the place. Like look at the you know the Marx Brothers?
Yes.
Like Groucho Marx is like
Or another
all
one,
over the
like
place.
Chris Farley and David Spade.
there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Chris Farley is like
Yeah. No,
zany,
yeah, that's good.
and like David Spade is like absolute straight man, like just completely deadpan.
We gotta wrap this up pretty soon.
Yeah.
No.
We got
So
4
yeah,
minutes.
so like we all ended up kind of being somewhat of straight men. But I can be all over the board.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy because it's just kind of whatever.
When it's just me and Andrew, I play more of the zany character, I think.
Yeah.
And then when it's flipped with still us,
Thank you.
it's like I'm zany, but you're weird.
I'm real weird.
You're
well,
weird.
that's the thing. Like I could just walk into a room and just be like, "Hey guys, so I had a really interesting poop the other day," and then
Yeah.
like that would be it. And like people most of the time are like, whenever I talk about weird stuff, people are just like, "Yeah, that's Mike just acting
The
like
way
a weirdo."
Thomas describes me is that I'm just outside of the realm of social norms, but not far enough to be considered weird. I see, Ian.
We got
that
it.
We have 3 minutes. I see it.
What if we did
All
that to your show, man?
All right. We're just never gonna leave, and you'll never get
Yeah.
to do
Now
your
how
show,
about that? You
Christine.
just bumped
How
it up to
about that?
10.
Yeah.
Wow.
How's that
Wow. Hey,
Christine,
Christine, you could just come in.
Christine, come in. Yeah.
You could be on
Don't
our
bring
show
Ian.
for like the
Don't
next
bring Ian.
hour.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. How you doing?
Sit down, Christine. How are you? Hello,
So,
welcome to the Audacity.
Yet
This is,
again.
this is the point in the show where we go, all right.
All right.
We do a thing at the end of
We have
every
a thing.
show.
So sometimes at the end of every show, usually at the end of
Sometimes.
every
Every
time
show.
at the end of every show, we like to do a harmonious thank you.
Hold on,
you.
before we do that, I have some announcements to make. We're gonna do some shameless plugging.
Oh,
plug
Jam
shit?
Fest.
Step
Here we go.
one.
Ooh, okay.
No. Come see
Yes.
Dance Show tonight.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Dance Show tonight,
Dance show at
starring
the Doyo.
myself
Christine does
as
a
the
thing.
sound designer and
Good job, by
and
the way.
soundboard op. Thank you.
Good job.
Starring Ashley Bach as the lightboard op.
Also good job.
Starring
Hey.
Christine Marten on a lovely like EDM remix on a violin.
Dubstep violin, yeah.
Yes, it's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yes,
pretty
you
rad.
you ham bone and it's kind of
It
amazing.
is funny.
Next order of business. Come see Jam Fest tomorrow at 7. It's an a cappella concert
What are
hosted by
you
Mad Ev, and it's really
don't
good.
know.
Us. We
We
are Mad Ab.
Yeah, so it's going to be
You're
really
Mad
good. Yes, just us.
It's just us.
Third thing. The next day, Sunday. What's your concert called, Christine? Here, you can announce it.
Sunday is the Jill Spertitis concert at 7:30, and then Monday is the orchestra concert at 8 o'clock. They're both in the concert hall, and they're both free.
Also, my best friend from high school is coming tomorrow, so if you see her, say hi to us.
See,
Okay.
like, who doesn't want to go to a bunch of free events except for dance show?
So this is where like
Who?
on Because Chris isn't saying it.
I'm going to say it. So at the
me.
end of every show, always, we do a harmonious thank you in which we thank all of the audience for listening harmoniously.
Harmoniously.
Listening harmoniously or singing harmoniously?
No, just being
Whatever,
harmonious.
it doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Harmony. So that means on the count of three, but after three, we're going to sing. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Say it. None of you said it.
That
Okay.
was-
I said it.
That was Ashley Buck.
I mean, what you really did was blow out the microphone.
Find us,
I think
just
that's
find
what
us on our
happened.
various social media.
Social media, Facebook.com/
Excuse me, my Bye world.
Twitter.com/
The Audacity.
Instagram.com/
Cheesley out.
The Audacity. Because and it was
The was taken. Who
takes the
I don't know.
I eat Chris's butt for breakfast.
Accurate.
Anyway,
YouTube.com/ a
it
certain
would
string of
be the
characters, but it would be the Audacity.
but, like,
We're gonna
Audacity.
Yay.
Bye, people.
I love
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Goodbye.